We'd like to disconnect. We'd like to disconnect, please.
Okay, so why is it that you don't want the faster speed? Help me understand why you don't want faster internet.
Help me understand why you can't just disconnect us.
We first heard that phone call yesterday. A couple trying to cancel their Comcast service, but a representative stood in the way. The call sparking a new conversation about cable companies and whether it is time for viewers to cut the cord.
A lot of people are saying yes. More than 7.5 million American households canceled their cable in 2013.
2014, we saw a lot of big media companies actually underperform the market after 4.5 years of tremendous output.
The simple answer is yes. Cut the cable. You will live on happy. I believe you've cut the cable and so have I. Yeah, it's so nice.
Recently, I added up all the ways that I pay to get music, movies, television, and internet services in my life. I'm calling it a digital audit, and it was just about as fun as a day at the IRS. First, I'll show you how I ended up with all these digital bills, and then we'll figure out how to cut some. I hope. Let's start with a big guy, cable and internet. I pay about $180 a month for TV and internet access and phone, and then I recently added HBO for another $10 a month. I also subscribe to something called Streamsmart, because even though Comcast has lots of video on demand, it's not all available on demand unless you get this other subscription too. Nice one, Comcast. But then I also still pay $8 a month for Netflix, and I pay $6 a month for Amazon Prime, and I sometimes end up renting movies on demand because they're not available to stream on any of those other outlets, which, come on. Also, I sometimes buy movies on iTunes so that I can download them and take them on the plane. That's probably, say, $10 a month. Oh, and I pay for TiVo, that's $13 a month. So I'm at $232 a month here, and that's just for TV, movies, and the internet that I use to stream them. Then there's music. I also pay for Spotify, and I pay for satellite radio, and I occasionally even buy music when I can't find it streaming somewhere. So now I'm at $265 a month, which is over $3,000 a year. There are some things I can do to make this bill smaller. Video on demand has gotten pretty good. I could probably dump Netflix, and I could use Amazon Prime for music and get rid of satellite radio. But I gotta say, I'm starting to look at this one big bill right here. I mean, do I really need cable? I can put an HD antenna on my TiVo, and then I would still get any sports that are on network TV. And I obviously get plenty of television and movies through Amazon and Netflix, even if I have to pay sometimes to rent something. Plus, I could keep all of my music, all for less than I pay for cable now. And I would get my internet bill down to more like $40 a month. So I'd save $155 a month, or almost $1,900 a year.